So today we're going to look at where to retire in Bali. Obviously, there are a lot of countries to choose from if you retire. Moreover, Indonesia itself has a lot of islands that I thoroughly recommend. Java not least, but there's Sumatra, there's Sulawesi. Anyway, we're going to center on Bali today, and I'm going to quickly go through 3 locations that I think would be great fits for somebody who's retiring to Bali. Now, let's say once you've got your visa and you've retired, probably go for a 2-year rental to begin. I'll go through a bit of a price list at the end, give you some idea of what it's going to cost. But take it easy, a couple of years, and then make a better decision. I think after a couple of years, you'll know where you want to stay. So choose one of these 3, in my opinion, though of course you don't have to. And after that, make your decision. All right, so let's go to the obvious one, which is Sanur, or what the expats used to call Snore. It is changing. And not all for the better, but it's got the biggest expat community in Bali. It's quite vibrant. You'll definitely get to meet people, and if that's your thing. There's beautiful walks by the coast, beach, fantastic. It's not heavy on nightlife, so you don't have to worry about being kept up, at midnight or anything. You'll get a good night's sleep. Location's pretty good, and there's unfortunately a big mall there too. As I say, it is changing Sanur a little, but it's still one of the favourites, and I can definitely see the lure for people who retire to go to Sanur. Remember, you're not in paradise. There's no such place. I've never been to paradise, but Bali comes close. So anyway, that's Sanur. The second one, of course, is Ubud, which is in the hills. No beaches there. Obviously, you've got wellness, nature. It's very spiritual, is Ubud. And a lot of people like it. It's a different crowd to anywhere else on the island, obviously. Lots of spas if you like massages, but to be honest, you can get spas anywhere in Bali. But it's a cool little place. And then the third one I'm going to recommend is Mungu, Munggu. Don't tell everybody. Shh. This is where I live. But don't tell everybody, okay? I don't want everyone coming here. Okay, so this is like Canggu 20 years ago, if ever you've been to Canggu, and the rents are reasonable. It's a great location. You want to get to Ubud, you want to get to Sanur, you want to get to the airport. Mungu, to me, is the best of the 3 when it comes to location. As I say, Munggu, lots of coffee shops, lots of spas. I wouldn't worry too much about medical facilities. Generally on the island there are a lot of clinics. Sanur, of course, has now a 5-star international hospital. I don't know how good it is. I've posted a video from there. It's newly opened. There are some excellent facilities. Depending on your package, of course, you may end up with a package that flies you out, but on the whole, don't worry too much. As long as you don't have major health issues, I wouldn't necessarily recommend coming out with major health issues. However, I know of a couple who are here, and one of them has dementia, and they're doing very well. So you can get people to look after. Getting help is not difficult here. Finding good help might be, but getting help is not difficult. Let's go to prices then, as promised. Your average 2-bedroom villa with swimming pool, approximately for 1 year's rent, and you'd never rent for one, as I say, start with 2, then go on to 5 if you're happy, is approximately £20,000 a year. Now you can half that if you don't want a swimming pool, you don't, you want a 1-bedroom, you can easily half that. But I'm just giving the price for a 2-bedroom villa. You might have guests. It's nice to be able to put them up, of course. It really depends on your budget. It doesn't cost a lot to get the visa itself. The demands for the visa, I'll go through all that on my next video, how to get the visa and what are the requirements. Today I'm more looking at location. There are other locations, Nusa Dua, Uluwatu. There are. Some are up north, some are in the east, but I think the 3 that I stated would be the most obvious, at least for those first 2 years. Getting to know the island. Who knows? After 2 years, you might decide, well, I'm off to Java to retire or wherever. But Bali's a good choice for the first 2 years, so I'd probably go with one of those 3. Anyway, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, Baba, don't be a sheep.